Yo, what is good, y'all? You know what I'm saying, man? Welcome back to another video, you feel me, in a bit, you know what I'm saying, man? Yes, sir. But look, man, today we're gonna be bitching KJ, you feel me? That little dumb motherfucker, pedophile, you feel me, type shit in a bit, you know what I'm saying? But yes, sir, man. Who we got today in the VC, you feel me?
Alright, y'all, bro. What's up, y'all?
No!
Alright,
Alright, bro.
Come on, hold on. Listen, one at a time. Starting with swag.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? I should go everything with channel, bro. You step on swag, bro. Let's go ahead and
yes, sir.
Again, bro. Shout out to everybody right now.
Hell yeah.
Good, man. Subscribe to everybody. Yo, it's good, y'all. It's Prince CTI in the building. We gon' fucking bitch this nigga KJ. Fuck that nigga.
Real shit, yes, sir.
Nice. Right, want to see elite?
Want to see elite too? Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bass.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Baz, bro. You can get into this KJ shit, bro.
You sound gay.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact.
You sound gay.
Carl.
Yo, what's up, it's Carl? You gotta get sick out the stage.
Yeah, say that shit again.
Yes, sir.
KJ.
And y'all know who it is, man. Y'all know who it is. Epic M1, you know what's going on, man. No introduction needed, bro. Neru.
Yo, what's good, bro? I'm Nairu. I'm gonna be bitching KJ. He's ass. Haha.
Yes, sir.
And special guest for last, this kid.
What's good with y'all niggas? Y'all know what's going on. We better piss this nigga KJ, boy.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Get this bitch. All right. Alright, man.
All that energy, nigga.
Alright, man. Let's get the stage started. We need to get this stage started.
Bet.
KJ. Alright, so look. Y'all may be wondering why I'm making this video. And I'm gonna dive deeper into everything and explain to y'all what this video is going to be about. And why specifically I am making this video. And trust me, y'all are not gonna want to miss out on what y'all are gonna see in today's video, because it's gonna get very serious, very personal, very intense. So look, what we're gonna be starting off with in today's video. So alright, the TSB YouTuber KJ Almighty. Some of y'all might also know him from the Packing Com, Discord packing, right? Yeah, that KJ. And around 3 months ago, me and my friend, also known as the YouTuber Epic M1, got into a drama with KJ, which is the video that I'm going to be showing out in this next clip right here, referring to that whole situation.
Plus, but also there was another YouTuber who I was in drama with, and that's KJ. So now I come back into my office, I hop on Discord, and some of KJ's friends who I had bad history with came to just address one thing.
I don't care if this J is a or not. I don't know what the hell's going on. People are bringing up some old that's been debunked from ages. That got a debunk video on that already.
They didn't really care about the video that me and Fausti Lee made on KJ, but it was the fact that word of KJ being a predator was getting around. Someone had started that, and basically it led to me saying that stuff too, and so was Five. And mind you, I did not want to have to deal with this situation. I just wanted to spend the whole day drama free, but it's like, when it's time to clear things up, you gotta clear things up. So me and his folks reviewed the evidence and whatnot. So I'm looking at this out, and I will say, I am wrong, because the case that they're talking about is and KJ's I am wrong for calling him.
He's not a.
Yeah, he's not a. I am wrong about that, y'all. I would only make a video if I had like 100% knew this was a. You know what I'm saying? And just to make it clear, me and Fausti Lee did not make the video because we thought KJ was a predator. It was for a whole different reason. But regardless, we're both YouTubers with influence, and we shouldn't be spreading that word around. How did this whole word of him being a predator come out? As far as I know, basically a guy named Sorrow who gathered all this evidence only did that because KJ was also saying the same thing about him, according to Sorrow. So this is all one big tip with that thing. Not only did I not want to be part of that, but also I have a duty to clean the internet. I'm not gonna defame a dude. So I went to KJ myself and I apologized. So you're gonna have to talk to Five about the whole the furry and the GD stuff, but what I want to say is I'll say I'm sorry.
I already know.
Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you. I was wrong about that.
Hold on, wait. My Discord tweaking. Hold on. All right, man. Say it again.
All right, so I want to say I'm sorry for calling you. I was wrong about that. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got.
For sure.
Yeah. Regarding the furry and the GD stuff, you'll have to talk to 5CLE about that.
Yeah, so like basically what happened with this 5CLE, basically like this dude sat here, bruh, so and tried to role play being him. Mind you, I never heard of 5CLE a day in my life. So off of instinct, if the claiming his YouTube and he claiming his channel, he claiming all the videos that he made. When I called the GD a furry, he was claiming all of them videos. So off instinct, and mind you, I was already mad that day, so I was already ready to make a video on somebody. So I really didn't give a So I was going to sit here and make a video, and I did not know that it was two different. I thought this 5CLE be changing his voice up for his videos, but he talked different off camera. But it turned out to be two different people. I'm not taking back what I did to them. Like, I still argue with him. We still flamed each other in the car, whatever. But I did not know that those was two different. Like, yeah, he's still a furry creator at the end of the day. Like, they make furry content. I'm gonna say it regardless.
And that was it. Drama was over.
And the drama was in fact not over. And here's why. So some new stuff has came up on KJ, and it is confirmed that he has been talking to a minor who is 17, which he is 25. And if you do the math and really think about it, a 17-year-old girl would be in high school. A 25-year-old grown man, KJ, would be in college. Possibly have kids, be starting their life, maybe already have their life together almost. You get what I'm saying? But so yeah, it's a very disgusting situation, and the next segment of today's video that we are going to be getting into will be the messages. Alright everyone, so the first thing we are going to be diving into today is KJ's obsession with butt. So as you can see here in this screenshot right here, this is KJ's ex-girlfriend Love, and she wasn't a minor like the screenshots you're about to see in the next few of the person that he was texting that was a minor. But now besides that, she's KJ's ex-girlfriend. They are not currently together, and yeah, thank you to Sorrow and Love for providing me with the screenshots and the information. You know what I'm saying? But look, we're about to be diving deeper into the screenshot. So look, first KJ says, bro, calling your butt lil. Then he quotes, get your butt out my damn screen. And then she says, does your butt ever start to hurt when you're sitting for too long? Then he says, I like big butt Arabian gals too. And then he says, butt check, long hair check, nice eyes check, smart woman check. And then he says, frozen butt. Whatever the hell that means, you know what I'm saying? Like, frozen butt? Like, come on, like, what does that even mean? I mean, he loves to talk about butt. I'm sure the people in prison would love to talk to butt with him as well. I'm saying, but besides that, she says it's like they're asking people to look at their butt and stuff. And then he said, "Yup, it involves your butt." Butt is clearly in his vocabulary. He loves the word butt. He loves butt. Come on, like who doesn't love butt, right? But yeah, other than that, we're gonna be jumping into the next screenshot. Alright, so for this next screenshot right here, the Kim Yu girl and KJ were talking on Instagram in this screenshot. So pretty much it's her saying, what, say it back, I look like a fan. Just referring to probably him saying, I love you too back, as you can tell. So he says, what I deleted is what I'm laughing at. I'm not sure what that part insinuates, but as you can see where it says reply to you, she says, night, night, KJ, love you for helping me. And then he says, night, love you too, lil butt. Yet again, talking about butt. And that just confirms that it's KJ because she said his name right there. Night, night, KJ, love you. He loves butt. But look, it gets even worse. It gets 100 times worse. The conversation gets worse. And look, we're diving into that screenshot right now. Alright, so this screenshot right here is in fact where it gets bad because yet again, this is the 17-year-old girl that KJ is talking to while he's 24. Had to correct myself because before I said 25, but 24 and 17. That's terrible. But look, so pretty much in this screenshot, I had to censor for obvious reasons. But look, he says you should go on cam so I can see your butt. Then she says, "Aw." Then he says, "Then you can play with your." I had to censor that. I'm not saying it on YouTube. You already know what he said. And then she said, "Me go on cam for you." He says, "Yes." So that right there is showing that KJ is willing to engage sexually with a minor. And in this next screenshot is going to be proof that she is a minor. Alright, so for this screenshot right here is the Kim Yu person jumping back to Discord. But this is her verifying her age. Same person that KJ was talking to on Instagram, right? So look, she verifies right here. She says her birth date is 12/15/2007. And even shows past screenshots from a month ago. And by the way, this current screenshot right here was only from a few days ago. So yeah, she's pretty much like showing the rest of the screenshots saying that she's 17 from months ago and stating that she still is 17. And it even gets worse in this next screenshot, so let's jump right into it. So for this screenshot right here, is the same person, Kimyu on Discord. She's saying, referring to KJ, he trusts me not to tell no one because he famous and shit. And 23 to 24, verifying his age again right there with a 17-year-old. So that right there just shows how serious his situation is. And obviously KJ knows how serious his situation is as well, because obviously you can see there she says he trusts me not to tell no one. So obviously he was in on it too and knows that the public shouldn't know that they're together, which shows a problem itself right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he is quite a famous YouTuber with 20k, you know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty big audience, you feel me? And whenever you have an audience with a whole bunch of kids watching you, and this is how you're really acting behind the scenes, you should be out of here. But other than that, let's go ahead and jump into the next screenshot. So for this screenshot right here, I had to censor for obvious reasons, you know what I'm saying? There was cursing. I'm trying to make this video as clean as I possibly can. And so look, in this screenshot, KJ is saying, at least you had the common sense. You talked this out, pinging Kimyu, the same 17-year-old girl that he was talking to. And then he said, I'm not going server to server dragging this. And then after that, KJ's friend Scars tells her, I want you to delete all those screenshots right now. Referring to all the screenshots that I've already showed y'all in this video. You know what I'm saying? Referring that KJ is caught up and he wants her to delete the screenshots because they know he's done for. He's been caught up, right? And then KJ after that goes on to say, tell them it's been cleared and none of us is going to have beef. And it makes sense. Obviously, he's not going to want beef now that those screenshots are public. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to want beef because he knows how hard his downfall is going to be. Talking to minors. But look, you shouldn't have been doing that in the first place. You should know better. So, KJ, this is all your fault and you have to take accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And honestly, I'm not surprised that KJ and Scars are friends because there's even this clip that I have right here that I'm about to show y'all of Scars crying over a Discord e-girl. Yeah, a Discord e-girl. Like, come on, man. Discord e-girls are not that serious, man. If you're crying over a Discord e-girl, you gotta go, man. But look, we better get into it.
The girl that I love, bro, she said that I'm the whole problem. Cause, bro, tell her, bro, I'm not gonna. So she can be happy in her life, man. So she can be happy in her life. I'm gonna be happy with her life, bro. I'm telling you, man. This shit hurts the way she said I'm the problem. I know I'm the problem. She trusted some wrong person and cannot trust me. That girl that I did shit, help her all fall alive and thinking me I'm the whole problem, man. It's good, bro. I swear to God, I'm done with this bitch. I'm killed.
And that's where I cut it off because Mans was about to GTA 5 himself over a e-girl, man, a Discord e-girl. Like, come on, man, it's never that serious, man. It's a Discord e-girl. Come on. Like, honestly, it's stressful even watching that myself, even having to edit it and listen to that. But look, other than that, we are going to be getting into the next screenshot. Alright, so for this screenshot right here is KJ denying the fact that the screenshots existed, you know what I'm saying? He said, that messages don't even exist, so I don't know what you're dropping. So now he's acting like he doesn't know what's up. Like all of that's fake. All of that's not real. Like he doesn't know. But based off all the evidence that was provided here today is showing that it's true, you know what I'm saying? So, and then obviously Love, she said, so now they suddenly don't exist. Pretty much just laughing in his face because he's trying to pull away from the fact that those screenshots do exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty dumb. And look, so in this next clip that we are going to be getting into today and I'm going to be showing y'all is me and Epic M1 getting into a VC with KJ and him explaining the situation with the 17-year-old girl. So it's going to be his testimony on it, and you're about to see how dumb it sounds whenever he explains it. So yeah, let's get into that.
Pete.
Alright, my bad. Yeah, go.
Now you good. Alright, so Pete. There's a bitch that I know that was dating some weird nigga named Skid, named Jen. So me and my homeboys, like I always troll people on Discord. This is nothing new. So nigga, we had this little group chat called Trap City that's clapped now because niggas was keep spamming in that shit and nobody wanted to keep it. I didn't even own it. My homeboy owned that bitch and then he clapped it once we was done. So I was screen sharing, and I wanted to text this nigga Skid's bitch because he would always argue with me, calling me a pet. So I was like, I'm gonna piss him off by texting his bitch and see if this bitch is ever gonna try to flirt with me or backdoor me. So I texted his bitch named Jen on IG, and I was basically like screen recording my shit, and I was basically showing, oh, every single time she would talk like sexually with me, or she would talk about playing with her pussy, I never entertained it. And she got this little screenshot talking about how I told her to show her butt on camera as a fucking joke. And when we was on call, I never asked her to show her ass. That's a lie. I didn't ask her to do nothing sexually on call. I was always muted. I have 2 phones. I would laugh anytime I texted anything that looked like it was flirty. And at the very stop before we even got to them messages, this the crazy part. At the very stop before we even got to them messages, my nigga, she acknowledged that we was both joking, and she basically gave me, that's like giving the consent to troll. Like, she acknowledged that we was joking, and she gave me the consent to troll with her on IG. I never did. Right here in the Bible, I never meant anything sexually that she claims I was saying to her. I never did. Right here in the Bible, I'm a Christian. I have no reason to lie about that. I do not be sexual with no fucking minor bitches. This happens whenever I dub them. And I have a screenshot of me dubbing Jen and saying, bruh, I would not date you. She acknowledged, oh, you know I liked you, right? And I was like, what you mean you liked me? What way did you like me? And I was like, wait, why? You know I'm grown, right? Like, there's a whole screenshot of that shit too. Before the show your butt on camera message was even brought up. So now the love bitch is mad because I won this situation between her and Sarah where they tried to call me a pedophile and they tried to lie saying that I was grooming Hell Kitty when she was 15, when in reality I was texting Hell Kitty on IG and she would support my YouTube and she was a top donator on my channel. I was never grooming Hell Kitty.
Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much where that ends right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, as you can tell whenever we were in the call with him, like, it wasn't really adding up. His story was not adding up, you know what I'm saying? Like, not one bit was that story adding up. And based off the screenshots that we already have and everything that's been done in this video, it's official. That's all I'm gonna say. It's official. But look, other than that, we are going to officially be getting into the confrontation, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned and get ready for the packing.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a clown. You just like that Indian ass nigga. The bitch brought up her period. I said, okay, cool. The bitch on her period, and I made a joke out of it. Fuck, I never cared about her being on her period.
Alright, everyone, so look, quick little cutoff real quick. Also, my bad for the big censored part, and like my OBS studio was like zoomed in and I didn't know whenever I was recording, so my bad for that weird angle. But this is shortly after we are in the call with KJ and we join for the confrontation. But at this point in time in the call, Swag is speaking to KJ and he brings up the message where KJ was stating that the girl was on her period, the 17-year-old girl, right? And I'm about to pop up that message right now, so alright, everyone, so this is the screenshot right here that they were referring to, and it is KJ stating that she is on her period. Then she says yes, and then he says, I already knew it. And then that's obviously weird in itself, I ain't gonna lie. But look, again in the call you can hear KJ, he clearly says like he was joking about it. Again, that's all he says. Like, he just says he's joking around about it. Like, you can't joke around to a minor that about her being on her period. But look, now that we're already here, I'm gonna show y'all the screenshots that I haven't showed y'all yet. I completely forgot to put these in the video, so yeah, go ahead and check these out. Alright, so here's the next screenshot right here, you know what I'm saying? So this is the girl once again, victim in the situation, and so pretty much here she is stating, no, he remembered everything about me, referring to KJ, and also KJ was always reminding her of fit checks, is what it says there. He always reminds me of fit checks, which is very weird. And then she says, and then good morning messages, good night messages, he likes my story, he stalks me, wait, did I just connect the dots? And obviously that's kind of weird in itself, you know what I'm saying? So that's really just showing like not only are you doing all this other stuff, but you are stalking this girl's story and clearly got an obsession over her. So yeah, that is weird in itself as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the screenshots right now in the video, and we are going to be getting back to the calls. So yes sir, if y'all did make it this far, make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, and look, we're getting into the rest of the video. Let's get to it.
Clown ass, stop trying to drag the message. You weird as hell. And I debunked it in the group, and you sat there and watched me debunk it in the group, and now you still trying to drag it in the call with your lame ass. Nigga, you a fucking clown. Stop talking to me. Yo, weird ass. Nigga, just like that sorrow nigga, now he trying to dick suck me. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with these broke ass internet niggas that be trying to dick suck?
Alright, so look, since KJ's friend wanted the spotlight here and wanted to wave his firearms on camera, you know what I'm saying? First thing I'm gonna say is, man, these goddamn YNs with their beams, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker got every color like he LGBTQ. I cannot take this motherfucker serious. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, you was not scaring nobody in the VC with that. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. You are not scaring nobody in the call over Discord, online, on a video call. You are not scaring nobody. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, he really thought that was tough. That is not tough. Like, what is you doing?